Okay, let me get this straight. You guys are on tour for 75 days, hitting 22 major cities, and you guys aren't rock stars?
I wouldn't say that.
We're art stars.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute. You guys told me that this is going to be kind of a happening and a movie as well. You guys are going to get documentary style filmmakers that are students to film you guys doing live art battles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have what we're calling paint-offs, where we're gonna be meeting at art stores such as Blick and a couple other places, and then from those locations go to skate parks and other parks and have live painting, and Stu and I will be battling.
But it's got a theme, so overall it's called Leave Your Mark. And that's the idea of your mark being your identity or your shape, your icon, your symbol, whatever you use to represent yourself and stand out from people. That's your identity.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I haven't even identified you guys yet. Hold on. Let's start with you.
I am Stu. I'm from Ireland.
We went to college together in Scotland.
What?
Yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah, well, Polly here was studying economics, which is completely obvious. And Stu ended up with a BFA, and I have a BFA, and so yeah, we're headed out. It's called the This or That tour, or This or That documentary tour, Art Basel or Bust. And Polly's been asked to go to Art Basel in Miami in December, and we threw this tour together, both to film this conversation called This or That, and then spread the word about Off the Wall Graffiti, the charity, and then also to get these guys engaged in the community and like we said, doing these battles and everything.
Make art and change lives.
Right?
Awesome. Wait, that's your guys' slogan. I read it on the website. That's so cool. I also really loved how you started this because of your daughter. It's like a personal mission.
Yeah. And me, my daughter, my dog, and my son. My daughter was a good little Catholic school girl, as I like to say, and we were driving on the 101 in Hollywood, and she was pointing to her friend's art on the side of the road, and she's like, wow, there's Gages, and there's someone else. They all have their own names, and I totally did. But it scared me, I was like, who are these people? And she's like, Mom, they go to my same school, the brother school. And I knew that, wait a second, this act of graffiti, this world outside of the norm of creation, of making art and stuff, is out there. And I just saw that there was something else to be done. They could get off the wall. And I was in a personal development program, and my challenge was to do a community event. And in the brainstorm, I came up with Off the Wall Graffiti, and I was just like, oh my God, it's such a good name. And it just started to live inside of its own possibility. And then, things got formed, and we, at every turn, once I start engaging with these artists who do street art and then find themselves on canvas, they're so interested in what? I'm an artist?
Wait, you can make money doing this?
Yeah. And then,
so cool.
We have another arm of that of the charity itself, that once they start making merchandise and selling it and sort of fully engaging in Off the Wall, we give them a 529 college fund. So they end up having a college fund.
So you guys are like a school?
We're not a school, but we've been asked to come into schools. But our bent is all a lot of us, my founding partners are art history majors. The support and the people around it are intrinsically educated in the arts and stuff. So we're constantly bringing art into, or the sort of formality of being trained as an artist into it. I'm a graphic designer, so I give them problems to solve with our paint-offs that we're doing. That's why we theme them.
Yeah.
The identity one is perfect because everyone can kind of go inside and look at who are they, what are they branding themselves like, who are they out there, in the world, and it's always them. Like, once you decide who you are out there in the world, you can give that away, and that then comes back to you. And like, Polly has figured out who he is in the world, and he's got marks and marks and marks all over him. So yeah, that's one of the things that this tour is about. And then we're also interviewing artists, talking about this or that, and you know, what happens when you don't create, Polly.
Bad things.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting artists who are sharing their story about this, what they make,
Uh-huh.
or that, and what that is.
So it's like either it's there or it's a choice, or
It's what having the when you're able to create and expand, like, you know, express yourself, compared to when you have limited options and you kind of start fighting that inner struggle.
right.
Like, what is that? What are those two things? Whether it be music, art, cutting hair, whatever creative thing you're doing, that keeps you from doing that other thing that, you know, like everyone, like most artists have that dark side. I call it the dark
Right.
side.
You do,
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and I assert, with the work that I've done, I've talked to a lot of people, and I've done my own self-discovery, and I know that there's sort of this world of like, if you're told no, we just automatically,
Want to do it.
Always.
Right.
Yes.
Always.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Of course.
And no's are okay. No's are meant to like redirect, right?
Right.
But what happens when you're told to shut up?
Oh, I mean, I don't
It's a
know.
fight.
That's
Right.
It's gotta be.
that seems like it would make you angry.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
No, you just fight and you get it out. You know? You just got to.
Okay.
Sure.
but that's a that.
Yeah.
That's a that.
Fighting is a that.
So
And I don't know, there's something that is just, when you are told to shut up, which is basically being told to block your self-expression,
right.
that actually is that hurts your well-being. And it causes so this is what I say, is it causes a behavior. It's not a choice. You really are at the cause of,
You took away their choice.
yeah. And that and so that misbehavior you can't disappear it if you don't listen to it. And what ends up happening is that it just escalates. And it stumbles and it falls and it crashes into bad behavior.
So do you guys think that it's like this everywhere? I mean, I know there's some places in the world, like Jordan, for example, where graffiti is totally illegal.
Yeah.
But then in somewhere maybe like China, you know, I would wonder what would happen to those kids if they get caught.
Well, that's
you know?
what we want to find out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know what happens in New York. I know what happens somewhat out here, but that's why we're crossing the country to find out what happens to these artists that are just trying to get themselves out and express themselves.
Yeah, and like you said, it's not just graffiti, it's just misbehavior, it's artists, it's blocked self-expression. What is that like in all 7 continents? Like, what is that conversation? And do other continents behave differently? You know, like, maybe there are continents out there that don't suppress creativity.
Right.
I don't know, but certainly, you know, finding a global conversation about it, I think, is going to shift our listening and stop like punishing bad behavior. If we can see, you know, a lot of this bad behavior,
Find out why they're behaving badly.
yeah, and listen to that as quickly as you can before that's escalate higher. And listen, as you know, as humans, are we saying shut up to someone or are we saying no? And you know, that's a whole other like way to look at it.
Right.
But it's that kind of slicing and dicing that I think if we do this documentary right, people are going to be left with a new understanding of misbehavior and also celebrating creativity and the arts, and you know, and hopefully get off the wall graffiti scene and and activated globally.
Wow.
You guys have-
Hey, you guys. So you just heard me talk about the awesome documentary, This or That, by Off-the-Wall Graffiti. I want you guys to follow them on Instagram and Facebook and go on their website so you can follow them through this amazing journey.
That's right. Yeah, we need your help. We're totally winging this in a, like, we're not winging it, but we need, like, to know where we're staying. We need artists to be engaged with us. We need student filmmakers.
Come collaborate. Come share your art. Come talk to other artists.
Yeah.
Learn from them and follow
It's a
them.
happening.
Yeah, it's going to be really great. Be a part of it.
That's right. And you can follow us on This or That Documentary Tour on Facebook. You can follow us on Off the Wall Graffiti at Instagram and Twitter, Off the Wall Graph. What
Hashtag
else?
Off the Wall Graffiti.
Hashtag Off the Wall Graffiti.
Hashtag.
Pixelk.
OTWG.
You can OTWG. You can watch. You can buy T-shirts that we're making along the road at our Pixelk app, which is designed for iPhones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can totally buy T-shirts and support the mission that we're on here because we are a nonprofit. Everything we're doing, we've given all of our time, and we have expenses and stuff like that. So this is a way that you get to kind of give back and support and do all that
Support the
too.
art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but following and
And thank
connecting
you.
is
They
the
appreciate
hugest.
it.
We totally appreciate it.